Aloha, Howley Norm here. I'm going to start this video kind of in reverse. I'm going to show you the finished product and then I'll put clips in about how I got to this stage. So, this project has been a long time in the making. The client wanted all the holes in the flutes fixed, and that was by prepping it and then priming it and painting it. So lots of steps, but I bid it at 120 hours, and it was supposed to be at my time, at my convenience, weather prevailing. So it has been a long time getting here, but I'm here today to just make sure I got everything done, get my ropes off the roof, and hopefully go home and build this thing out. Okay, so the next clips will be the past. So, Aloha Friday. And I decided to come see about taking care of a project that I got going. It's a client of mine. He wants me to go ahead and fix that Quonset hut roof. So let's see if we can walk over there and get a glance at it. I've already pressure washed it, and that took me about 30 hours. It's somewhere in the range of being 30 feet long, and it's over 50 feet wide. So the floor plan, or the floor plan layout would be 1,600 square feet, somewhere around there. And what I'm here for today is seeing about what I can do on all of this rust. So yeah, taking all this rust off of here. Got some nice pits, but it won't be too bad, I hope. He's got a plan for it. Oh, there's a nice group right up there I probably ought to show. Let's see here. So that's daylight into the building. And some of those are about 8 inches long. So after we get it all cleaned up, is just clean them up as best we can, and then put some muriatic acid on it and some special primer that the fella has that supposedly helps corrosion resistance. And then we're going to end up painting this whole thing. And had to get myself a harness so that I felt a little safer way up there. Okay, so what I've decided to do, rather than take a wire brush and try to brush that down, is use some pneumatic tools. I picked this one off of Amazon, and I'll try to put a link down below. I know the sun is going to be in our way. So, professional air tool. And then I got a couple extra pads. And a few boxes of sanding discs. So, I'm going to go ahead and set this all up, get started, and see what happens in the long run. Hopefully, it won't take too much off, and it won't take too many pads. But I got plenty. I went ahead and got 2 packs of 100, and then there's a few inside the air tool that come with it. Kind of hard to open the box up one-handed. I see what you mean. So let's see here. That's the tool. And we're going to go ahead and give that a try, see if it'll clean this stuff up a lot quicker than brushing by hand. Okay, aloha. This is the second time I've been out at the Quonset hut. And last time I told you I was going to use a little pneumatic tool, a little air sander. Well, I tried it out with this pancake compressor, this Porter Gable, and she ran all the time. So today, being the second day, I got a little more prepared. I brought myself out a good 10 gauge extension cord. Got it about 15 years ago. It's done me real well. And I've hooked it up to a nice size compressor. Not as big as the one that's in the shop here, but you know, that's the homeowners, and I like to use my own tools. So I brought out this one. It's a, let's see, what does it say so I don't misquote myself. It's a 1.6 horsepower, 200 pounds pressure tank. And right now she's all the way up at the total pressure. The gun's supposed to run at about 90. Gun, sander, whatever you want to call it. It's sander, I guess. But so I started on this side of the Quonset hut today. And I found from the last experience that using the brush that the client gave me works out okay. Give you a shot of the brush here. I thought it would fall apart pretty quick, but it hasn't. He glued some wire brushes onto a wood brush. I'm using that. Oops, sorry about a little speed there. I'm using that to brush inside the grooves. So this one, no brushing inside the grooves. Over here, I've already brushed. And way down here, I started with the orbitable pneumatic sander. So, see if I can get up here where I reached to. Oh, a little far, gonna have to get up on it. So, I reached right there. I think you can tell the difference where I brushed and I didn't. Over here, I'm going to have a little work up on top. But to show you what it looks like with the hand brushing in the center, and then taking a secondary hand brush, wire brush, did the grooves a second time. So over here, this one, I brushed and I sanded to this point. I think there's a difference that you can see. So get in here a little closer just to make sure. This is the area that's been sanded, and this is the area that has not. So it's doing okay for what I wanted. I didn't want to take too much material off. There's still some paint in places on this thing. And it didn't take too much time, and so far, not too many sanding. So the first step was to pressure wash this building. Then it was to brush and sand the whole building with that pneumatic that I showed. Then after that, we did a light wash with this concrete and metal prep. And then after that, we pressure washed that off. And then we used this product to seal the rust in. And of course, it oxidizes too. Aloha. So I'm back at the shed. I'm back at the hut today, and I finished taping yesterday. I got it all taped up, and I got it primered the day before. Some of the holes were big, some were tiny, and I've gotten ready to set up the paint. So you can see there was a lot of holes, pinholes, or areas that just had runs of pinholes. But I started painting. So I'm going to get back at it and give it an update. So I used aluminum backed tape with tar type adhesive to patch all the holes. Some of these are just giant lines, and there was pinholes, and it was like, why do a whole bunch of little tiny spots like this? It wasn't profitable.